Hi there, welcome to my channel mathssl. I'm speaking Mr. Saqib Latif. This is a part 2 about simplify algebraic fractions. So this is the question number 8. 2x plus 3y over 4x square plus 12xy plus 9y square. How to factorize this one? The top part, I cannot do nothing. Why? Because 2x plus 3 I'm going to leave as is. But the bottom part, I can factorize. So this is a trinomial. So I need to see if it is perfect trinomial or simple. So I can see the first term is a perfect square and the last term also perfect square. Have a look, maybe if this is a perfect square trinomial. So 4x square, I'm going to take the root. Answer will be 2x. And 9y square, I'll take the root. Answer gonna be 3y. Now I have to time by 2. Need to see if the answer gonna be exactly like the 12xy. Then I can see this is a perfect square trinomial. Otherwise, I have to factorize simple trinomial. So 2 multiply 2x multiply 3y. Answer will be 12xy. Yes, it is perfect square trinomial. So now 2x plus 3y, 1 twice. So I'm gonna write in multiple factors, 2x plus 3y. That's how we used to factorize perfect square trinomial. Now I can cancel out identical brackets. This is gonna cancel out with this one, and now I'm left with on top 1 because nothing left there. At the bottom I got 2x plus 3y. This is my final answer. So this is my question number 9. Top is difference between squares is the dots, and at the bottom is normal trinomial. First term is perfect square, but the last term is not perfect square. Let's solve this question. So y square minus 9. So I take the root of y square. Answer going to be y. 9 root, answer gonna be a 3. So the dots, one time negative sign inside. I need to write 2 multiple factors, and the second time is positive over. Now I have to take, so first middle term is negative. So in the bracket both signs will be negative. So I take the factor of 6, 1 times 6, 2 times 3 is 6. So both must be negative. So I need to add, the answer should be equal to negative 5. So I'm going to use this one because negative 2 plus negative 3 going to be equal to negative 5. So these are my factors. So y negative 2 multiply y negative 3. These are my factors. Now I need to cancel out identical brackets. Y negative 3 and y negative 3 is cancel out. So the top I got y plus 3. At the bottom I got y negative 2. This is my final answer. This is the question number 10. Very good question. Until now we was busy with simple algebraic fractions. Now I choose level 4 questions, little bit hectic questions. So we have now a double fraction here. So how to solve these questions I'll show you now. Now so remember, this is very important. Never cancel across plus or negative signs. Some learners they start cancelling a 3a with 3a is wrong. When you see negative or positive sign in the middle of the terms, you cannot cancel out. You only can cancel out when they are in multiplication form. Factorize in order to simplify. You have to factorize these. Only cancel identical brackets. So, and the last is also very important. Instead of dividing by a fraction, invert the fraction and multiply. So, have a look here. For instance, if you have 8 plus 4 and you divide by 4, you cannot cancel this. You cannot cancel this wrong. Then answer gonna be 8. So what we have to do? 8 plus 4 is going to be 12. Divide by 4, answer will be 3. This is the correct answer. Now, so if they are in multiplication form, 8 times 4 divide by 4, now I can cancel. And the answer will be 8. Now, even you can add as well like this, 8 multiply 4 over 4. 8 times 4 is 32. Divide by 4. Answer still gonna be 8. So you cannot cancel across plus or minus sign. So factorize in order to simplify. Have a look here. So in top we have in first fraction. Don't panic. So you just need to follow the protocol, and we're just solving like a single fraction. So first we have 3a negative 3. So I can see on top the 3 is common and we're left with a negative 1. At the bottom, because 3 is out, 3 divided by 3 is 1 left, the coefficient of 1 we don't write, and 3 divided by 3 is 1, only 1 left. Now here I can see I need to teach you very important here, something long term I want to show you. A power 2 first term is perfect square and the last term as well is a perfect square. So we're thinking this is a perfect square trinomial, but we need to see if is it perfect square trinomial or a simple trinomial. Have a look. A power 2 and take the root, the answer will be a, and the 4 root answer will be 2. So both is perfect square. Now you have to multiply by 2 to see if they are perfect square trinomial. 2 times a times 2, answer gonna be 4a. So the 4a is not matching with the 3a because the middle term, this must be equal to middle term. So which means I cannot apply perfect square trinomial. So because when I multiply by 2 is not coming equal to the middle term. So this is a simple trinomial. So I need to solve in a simple way. Have a look. So now in this case we need to find the factor of 4. So factors of 4 and then product of factors of 4, and the positive sign is they and the larger number will be a positive in the brackets. Have a look here. So 1 times 4 is 4, 2 times 2 is 4. So the larger number will be positive and the other one will be small number will be negative. These two are equal factors. We don't worry about that. So I want to use this one because in the middle must be positive 3. Negative 1 plus 4, answer will be positive 3. So these are my factors. So it's going to be a negative 1 multiply a plus 4 multiply. Now here on top again we need to solve the second one now, second fraction, a power 2 minus 16. These are the difference between perfect square because difference between squares have a look here. Two terms always dots. So the a power 2, I take the square root, answer gonna be a. 16 root, answer gonna be a 4. So now, so a negative 4 multiply a plus 4, I open up the dots. At the bottom, a is a common, I can see common factor, and left a negative 4. Now I can cancel out because now all the terms are in multiplication form. Now cancel out identical brackets. A negative 1 cancel with a negative 1, and these two are identical, and this one cancel out with this, and we're left with only on top 3, at the bottom is a. So 3 over a, this is my final answer. So this is my question number 11, and I can see here in the middle is a division sign. I told you, instead of dividing by a fraction, invert the fraction and multiply. Now, how to invert? For instance, you have 3 over 4, and you want to invert is going to be a 4 over 3. Now, so invert. Now, so first of all, I'm going to write just as is x squared, the first one, minus 5x minus 6 over x squared minus 1. Multiply. Now, denominator become a numerator, and the numerator become denominator. So the bottom will go top, and the top will come to the bottom. Now, this is the inverse. Now, factorize in order to simplify. Top, I can see both signs are negative, so the larger number will be negative in the brackets. So I need to find the factors of 6. So the factors of 6 will be 1 times 6, 2 times 3 is 6. So the larger number will be negative. So now we need, in the middle term must be negative 5. So this is my factors. So I'm going to use these factors. X plus 1 and x negative 6. I solve the top, and now at the bottom. Bottom I can see a dots. So it's going to be x negative 1 and x plus 1. Multiply. In top I can see the 2 is common factor. I left with x negative 1. At the bottom, again x is a common factor, and left with x negative 6. Now I can cancel out identical brackets. So these two is cancelled, and these cancel with this one, and this cancel with this one, and now we got top 2, at the bottom is x. So now 2 at the top and x at the bottom, 2 over x. This is my final answer. So this is my final question. So now I can see the multiplication sign is in the middle, so obviously I have to invert. So now 6x squared, I'm going to leave as is, 6x squared plus 18x minus 60 over 8x squared plus 40x. Now multiply. Now the bottom will go to top, and the top will come to the bottom. So the numerator become denominator, denominator become numerator. Now I can factorize to simplify. So I can see here, first in the middle term is a positive, so the larger number will be a positive. Now I can see here the common factor is 6 here. So the 6 I take it out because the leading coefficient is 6. So the 6 can divide by 6, 18, or as well can divide by 6 as well, 60. So it's going to be 6 is my common factor. So x squared plus 3x minus 10 left and over. At the bottom I can see 8x is a common. 8 is a leading coefficient is 8, and 40 also can divide by 8. And now the variable x also common factor because both x is exist. So the 8x is a common factor, and we're left with x and plus 5, because 40 divided by 8 is 5 and x is already out. Multiply this side, I can't do nothing because 8x over x negative 2, there is nothing to factorize here. Now I can factorize because still need to simplify the 6, and now factors of 10. 1 times 10, 2 times 5 is 10. The larger number will be positive, so the least small number will be negative. So I need in the middle must be positive 3. So these two factors will do the job. So the x negative 2 and x plus 5. These are my factors. Now over 8x, x plus 5. I must leave just like this. Multiply 8x over x negative 2. Now cancel out identical brackets. So x negative 2, x negative 2 gone. This cancel out with this one. 8x with 8x. And we only left with 6. So my final answer is 6. Please like and subscribe my channel. And if you have any question, comment below. I will assist you. Have a nice day.